Let's now start with a new topic, the types of electricity. The electricity is of two types, alternating current or AC, direct current or DC. This chapter has nothing to do with AC, but I think a small explanation or a very brief idea about AC is not harmful for you. But now let's start with the DC voltage. DC stands for direct current. DC means that the current has only one direction to flow in the circuit. It has only one path. To understand this point, let's take this circuit as an example. In this circuit, we have a DC power source. This source has its plus here and its minus here. The plus and the minus are fixed. So the current flowing from plus to minus will flow in our case from up to down. So in DC, the current has only one direction. The current and the voltage remain constant. Let's now speaking about AC voltage. AC is the abbreviation of alternating current. In language, what the meaning of alternating, alternative? Alternative or alternating means change. So AC describes the flow of electrons or flow of current that change periodically in the circuit. To understand this point, let's take this circuit as an example. In this circuit, we have here an AC voltage source. This source at the beginning, for example, has its plus here and its minus here. So the current flowing from plus to minus will flow from right to left. After a while, the polarity of the source changes. يعني the source inside has its plus here and its minus here. So the current flowing from plus to minus will flow now from left to right. To mix these two slides together, we will obtain this circuit. Please look at this circuit. Here, the current flow from left to right. After a while, the current will flow from right to left. So in AC, the current has two directions to flow in the circuit. In AC, the current doesn't remain constant, as well as the voltage. The current and the voltage change in AC. As I said, we only discuss here about DC circuit. Direct current or DC is the flow of electrons in a single direction. The voltage always remains constant in value and in sign. The current also. These pictures represent examples for source of DC, solar cell, batteries, and generator. The symbol of DC is this straight line. That of AC is this line, متعرج. It's not straight. This table sums up some difference between DC and AC. As I said, in DC, the current flows in only one direction, while the current in AC reverses its direction. The electrons flow steadily in a single direction or forward. In AC, the electrons sometimes going forward and then going backward. The current and the voltage remain constant in value and in sign. The voltage and the current change in AC. In DC, the battery and the dry cell are examples. In AC, AC is the most commonly used and most preferred electric power for household equipment, office buildings. So the electricity in our home is AC. Now, before moving to another point, I think a question should cross your mind if you are focusing. In this slide, I said that this is an AC voltage source. If I want to spell this sentence without abbreviation, it becomes this is an alternating current voltage source. I think this is where the things start to be confusing. How current and voltage come together? It turns out that the AC and the DC are abbreviations for current and for voltage. In other words, AC voltage is the voltage that changes, AC current is the current that changes. DC voltage is the voltage that is steady. DC current is the current that is steady. Thank you.